So guys, you can see my skin has really absorbed the creams. Now we will start with the makeup. As I said again, guys, this is just the way I do it when I have to go somewhere. It's come it's it might resonate with you. Some people will be like, oh, you're not doing it correct. It might not resonate with you. It's preference. um so yeah, this thing, Rennie, um and this is not a sponsored video. This is all on the products that I personally use and I really like. I'm just talking about them. So guys, this primer is a game changer, especially if you guys have pores or if you need a matte finish. This is the one. Of course, there are other primers that I use. One of it is Floris's primer. It gives you a nice dewy shine, and I use that when I'm feeling that I need a dewy stuff on my face and I want to look dewy makeup. That's the when I go for that. Today I was feeling like using this one, so as I mentioned, I'm going with my spatula. Again, I would recommend everyone to use it with spatulas because your products last longer, guys, nothing else. Now some people prefer putting primers with brush. I prefer using hands, so yeah. Some also prefer putting it only on the area where it's needed. For me, I feel canvas needs to be smooth across for your makeup to actually glide on it. So I do put it across my face and across my neck. Never forget your neck, guys, because it's essential that your head and your neck matches. So yeah, I have applied the primer and you can see like the shine and other things that were coming out after the products I used now have settled down with this. That's the reason. Now, another thing that I really love and I discovered this India trip was Plum, the illuminator. MAC also I love. I love the Bare Glow. Bobbi Brown, oh my god, yeah, how can I not talk? So Bobbi Brown had two types of illuminators, the Bare Glow and the Pink Glow. I think Bare Glow is lovely. It's pricey, but the product is great. So I'm taking this again. I'm taking it on my hand. I'm going to activate, and I'm just going to go on my parts where I really need the shine. So here I'm going after the primer because that's how I want it. Some people tend to go over the face like I'm doing, so yeah, I like to have it across my face. So yeah, this is across my face and in a good way. This really helps. If you can see right now, it's really helping because it helps in various views to actually have that thing on your face. So yeah, now again, there are days when there are days when I just go with a concealer. There are days when I go with a corrector. I use Makeup Forever. I also use NARS most of the time. I use liquid. I'm not a liquid concealer person. I prefer having cream concealers, but yes, I have used Tarte liquid concealer in past. Right now I love using this one. So I will be using a concealer brush. I love using this This is from Rare Beauty. I like their brushes because it gives you a good hold. It's on you guys what you love. I have little under things, so I'm going to go with this. You see, I'm just going to plunge this out. I feel that, you know, guys, like it can be optional, but usually when I started liking makeup, um, there were days in my childhood when I used to go for parties of my cousin grandfather with a lot of makeup, which, if I look at those photos right now, makes things really worse because I look a clown. But yeah, you learn, right? So I do have these. I'm an Indian mother, so yeah, guys. There are days when I don't get sleep. There are days when I get sleep. So yeah, all mothers can relate to me some way or the other. So I'm just going to blend this out nicely. Okay, now I'm going to go with the concealer. I don't prefer to use a lighter concealer. I prefer to use concealer that will match with my skin, and it helps a lot. So yeah, so you can see I'm just going with it. This is very soft area, so when you are using, you will have to be very careful that you don't do it very harshly. It has to be done very softly. So yeah, just applying this. And guys, you know, makeup can be something that makes you feel better, makes you give more confidence in you. It cannot be something that will give your face, what do you say, a plastic surgery. It cannot be that. Again, my lip area is a bit dark, so I tend to mix this two and use on it. Post that, I'm going to, so if you see, I have literally blended all the parts, and it's good. Now coming to the foundation, I like to use NARS, so my color is mixing this two. I'm right now using is Barcelona and Sahel. I'm using these two on my face. Again, you don't need pumps and pumps for this. You have to remember, the lesser you use, the lesser you put things, like, you know, the lesser the foundation, better it looks on your face. So I'm using this. I'm going to mix. See guys, I've literally, you can show, I've literally taken a small pump, and same thing I'm doing here. I'm taking a small pump. So this is all I have taken. I'm going to mix this a little just to add shine, and I'm going to use Sorry, I'm going to use this. This is again a foundation brush from Rare Beauty. I like the products of these. They are really cool, really nice. Okay, and I go with it. I will go really very light dots on my face, on my forehead, and then I will start blending. And guys, when you're doing your foundation or you're selecting your foundation, I need not tell you guys, because I know everybody has become street smart. Every woman nowadays is interested in makeup, loves to do makeup. There's so many videos. But yeah, like whoever is new and are looking at my channel for the first time, if you are liking it, please do like, subscribe. So if you can see, I'm just going with it, going with down my neck. Never forget your neck, it's very important. So yeah, I will go over my eye things. Some people usually prefer to have another primer or a base over the eye, that is also. But since this is like, I'm not going for a marriage, I am not going to have a heavy one. I want something which will look really natural. Just blending this out nicely. So yeah, so when I'm talking about foundation, sorry, I left that conversation there. Always try it on this side of your, or this side of your face, and see how exact. There are a lot, because we are Indian skin tones, we tend not to have the exact match. It will be 50-50, but take 2 shades. Yeah, and one more thing you can try is try with, like, if you want to gain more confidence, try with the local drugstore brands first, get more confidence, then you invest in the pricey ones, because expensive, really expensive. And like, I'm very shy. I I fall out of confidence when I go to Sephora, because um you know I see so many beautiful people, they doing so many things. I feel, oh, I'm missing out on things. But yeah, okay, so I have done this. Now I'm done with the foundation. I right now I'm using, so for contour I again use different. I use Fenty. I'm using Rare Beauty. For me, again, this is not something I'm going out on a party, so I will, it has to be where your cheekbone is. You can see there is a cut, you need to just define that cut. So I'm going with it, there are a lot of people who tell that, boss, there are a lot of people nowadays who say that you don't need that. But and then there are like X and V shape and all. I like to do that. It's not like I don't experiment it, but yeah. So I'm going to draw a line on my chin to define it, and then get it down to my throat. Because I have an egg face, I'm using this. Yeah, now I'm going to use my same foundation brush, and I'm going to blend this, the upward stroke. because if you do it in a downward stroke, you will feel your skin is drifting down, which we don't want. Right, so I'm just drifting this up. You see, this I will just blur it out. This helps to define, and I'm again going to go with this on the upper side. Okay, again guys, it's on everybody. With the nose, this is how I like it. Some people use smaller brushes. I do have a straight nose, so I don't waste much of the time. Okay, now coming to eyeshadow. Different types. I like to use different types of eyeshadows. People prefer to use different types, so sorry, I'm just trying to find my eyeshadow brush. Okay, till then we will do one thing. I will just brush this up. You know, another important thing is days when you really don't want anything else to fall for it, and you really want just do your eyebrows and go, that helps in so many ways. Alright, so with eyebrow, again, I don't want to go very dramatic today, so I can use is the pink shade from here for my eyebrows. That will add on to the base, or I can use something different. So I'll first go with this and put it on my eye, just capturing it or creating the crease. It's very important, guys, that you should be comfortable with what you are doing. Once you are comfortable, then everything works out. If you are not comfortable, then nothing will work out. So be comfortable. Okay, just creating a crease. Now many of us would be like, I don't have multiple brushes at home. I would say if you're a beginner, invest in the basic brush also, it's okay. But if you love makeup as you advance, go for a better one. Sephora has few, Nykaa in India has few, so you can go for it. For this also I'm using Rare Beauty. I really love this product, sorry. Okay, I'm using the Rare Beauty eyeshadow. It's cream eyeshadow. I wanted something in pink, so yeah, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to apply that the center of my eye to the base of my eye. And again, I am creating the crease for my eye, right? You can see how I'm applying from the bottom to this. I'm not taking it out for a simple reason, I don't want to, but yeah, same thing I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go with pushing it down. So yeah. This is now, like, I am okay with this basics. As I said, I'm not in a day where I want to really go out, but there is a time when you really want your eyes to really pop out or something. I would go with something that would be, less dramatic or more dramatic to add on to it, I would go with it and then I would add on it. What I would do is, because I need to show you guys, I'm just going to pop something. I am going to just use a bit of this on the brows and this side. And over here. Okay, so with this, now we will move to our next step. Now next step is your eyebrow. I use different eyebrow pencils. I have used Anastasia, I've used Benefit. Right now for today I'm using is Estee Lauder's eyebrow. This is for me a quick one when I have to go to my daily, like outside or office, and I'm not finding time, just want to fix my brows. I'll go with it. And you just need to fill in where you see there is gap, and make sure you brush it again. So make sure the edge is tapering. And guys, like every person knows their brows really well, so let's just go with it. You can see it very well defined. So yeah, that's it for my brows. Now I have not baked my eyes. I have not done anything over there, but for a simple reason, I want to do my blush and everything before I step into putting powder on my face. So one thumb rule I have learned from my makeup guru is always first complete your creams and then you go to blush. I think you all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's go with the blush. I like to put the blush on the cheek points because that's how it should, and it should be on your when you're choosing your blush also. Now there are people with cool tone, like I am warm tone. There are people with cool tone who would usually have orange blush go really well with them. Because I'm a warm tone, for me usually pinkish shades glow really well. So yeah, so I'm going with it. I know you will say that why you're not putting much. I'll put a little bit on my nose. I like it. Just give that feeling. And I'm a blush person. You can say so. Okay. So after this, I'm going to powder my face. Now coming to powdering your face, I use different powders. Sometimes I use MAC. Do it and you're done. Today I'm going to use is Huda. Just a moment. So I'm using is Huda Banana Bread. Again, for powder, guys, remember the thumb rule remains the same. Less the better, even if it's peaking. So I'm using is the powder brush. Okay. I will dust off and then I'll just go. That's it. So this is now done. Now coming to the lipstick, I think some people prefer, usually, after you are done with your powdering, people prefer to put kajal. People usually, line with the eyebrow. I do that. I won't deny. But so I will be using, just to define my eyes, I'm using, this is something which I purchased on my recent India trip. It's a Recode kajal. I'm just going to go on my waterline with it. You can see, because that you get that blend with your hand. And then you can use your thing to just blend it out, make it look nice. I'm going to do that roughly. Oh yeah, this just adds a little bit more to life to your eye. Now coming to the blush part, like there are people who really like, so the flower powder blush, I'm using Floris's. I love the blush because it's really pigmented. Okay, I'm going to go with this, go on my cheek. Oh, wow, see that, it's really good. Okay, this is how it goes, like. Okay, now coming to the liner. I didn't want to have a liner, so today I'm not going to put any liner. You can put a wink liner if you want. For wink liner also, for wink liner, you can use is Maybelline. Okay, and I can use one of the brushes. Bear with me guys, because I'm just trying to find the brush that I can use for the liner, which has to be here. There are days when you organize everything and still you tend to be far behind. So yeah, so anyways, I'm using this and I'm going to go with it, just wink it out a little bit. Similarly, I'll wink this out a little bit. That's it. That's how I'm going to do it. It's a tipsy look. Okay, cool. Usually I don't do this, but yeah. Now, important piece is your lips to line. I use different lipsticks. Right now, I would be, there are different lipsticks that I use. Let's try something. So my lips are a bit asymmetrical, due to which my lips tend to have a bit of not the perpendicular. So I do have options. I have one beautiful thing that isn't this fancy. Okay, this is again from Floruses. As I mentioned, so it opens in a very fancy way. It opens like this. I love this lipstick for two reasons. It's beautiful. You can see this. See this how it's cut. It's beautiful. So I'll go with this. That's it. Again, because I don't like too much, I don't think this pink liner, sorry, does not suit